Hey, this is Zara. I'm going to be feedbacking bid 1146 RCPB. I believe this is the most recent run in the... Check 1 second. Yeah, this is the most recent one. You did say you're going to send another one, but we never sent it, and I'm feedbacking runs right now, so if you send any other runs, it'll be sent at the end of the queue. So immediately, we're in third person. It's nice. Your FPS isn't limited from Minecraft. If it's not limited from control panel, I'd highly suggest limiting it. Makes your gameplay a lot more smoother, or game a lot smoother, as well as doesn't fuck up OBS. Anyway, so you're resetting in third person, which is good. Into a full rotation, clean scan. Really slow second scan. I assume it's because it's a ship. Interesting. Changing pie while boating, really nice. Get your Sis at argue playing, I guess it's 1143, it's fine. I wouldn't be playing shipwrecks, but it's alright. So we immediately see potential enters, it's nice. Not an F5 for some reason, you should just be an F5 looking around here. So it's just like some weird resolution. I don't know why we have it like this, but okay. Right, getting leaves. 62 leaves. We have 8 logs, 9 logs. That's good. Don't need more than that. Good crafting. You're in F5 now for some reason. I take like 1 gravel from this, but it's fine honestly even if you don't, because you can just grind it while you're going down. Yeah, nothing wrong with this so far. You see it's a ravine. Messing with our hotbar a lot is interesting. It suggests if you're at a 2, well, I guess there's like an empty slot. You should ideally be populating every slot of your hotbar. Search crafting for flint and steel is crazy. I guess it's fine if you're used to it, but just practice it a bunch. You don't want to be throwing on super simple stuff like that, but tapping 2. Right, so we have F3 open. I like to have my pie open as well, especially since this is RSG, because that gives you more information if there's a fortress in spawn, or if there's a treasure in spawn, which you can deduce further by looking at the E counter spike when you load in. Immediately pause. Again, not F3 escaping, so like extremely minor nitpick, but we could be getting more info about our seed on the pause menu, or at pause. It's fine. 60 entity spike, looks like it's a stables. We have a fort in render 2. Assuming this isn't like an extremely, well, this is a Soul Sun Valley, so there could be like a mid treasure, but I'm not sure. I think it's a stables. Yeah, that looks like a stables, right? Again, not an F5. Okay, here we're in F5. Cool. Just force F5 as much as you can. It's just always better. Interesting. We have a skeleton, but we make it pass. Pretty good. Offense 2. That's fine. You're working with 2 stews, which is like third best normal food. Bunch of saturation, so yeah, I'd be expecting to use this a bit later on. Good management for the pigs, actually. Using wide while going up, really good, really good. Getting iron, what are we getting iron for? There's just no need. Fast looting. Do we already have boots on? Did we make boots in the... No, it's just a leather tunic, right? It's a shipwreck. Why didn't we take the boots? What the f... Don't do that. Even if you're drag clicking, there's just no need to do this. Just board down. Especially in RS3. Especially in ranked, I guess, but even in RS3. Right, I think we got like pants or something. Still interesting we didn't go for the boots early on, but it's okay. I guess we're just playing standard gap. No triple. It's a bit unfortunate, but that's fine. Block it off, really nice. You can be doing beef auto funnel here. If you want, I can send you a link. But which is like faster way to do this, where they just automatically funnel. You're supposed to place blocks on the 3, 1, 2, 3. All these 3 have to be placed. We just don't do it right. It's cool that we're setting up our pie here. I think there's a lot going on at this point in the route, so I prefer to do it while you're here getting the goal, but it's fine as long as it isn't obstructing what you're doing at present. Interesting. I wouldn't have done that. If you place the third blocks, there's a good chance that it'll just come up, but okay. Our pie set up, presumably, so we're gonna do the Dougal thing of going up and scanning. Yeah, do that. Okay, so it's just right there. Gotcha. Increase render is completely fine. Unfortunately, we didn't get a pearl from our initial trade check. Otherwise, you could have just hung a pearl right there. But it's fine. Just immediately hung a pearl. What are we doing? Oh, getting this chest. I prioritize hanging a pearl and doing a pre-cross and then getting this. Especially since you've traded basically all cap gold. You're not really looking to trade more, and yeah, I just don't see why this has to be prioritized over other stuff. Like you could have gone at the end of your trade cycle to check if there's obsidian over there. 21. Okay, we still haven't hung a pearl, so most top runners would do an initial trade check where you're hoping to get pearls and string. If you get a pearl, you can immediately hang a pearl in the direction of the fort, which is nice, and then you can throw items out, important, and pre-craft your bed or beds. We're just not doing any of that. It's not like badly played here, but I think your priorities and your bastion are a bit messed up, so I'd suggest working on that. Using stew here, definitely great food management, not much to say, it's just perfect. Interesting situation, right? So I don't see a fort here, so I don't assume we're gonna do a death reset. Oh, it's on the other side, so we're gonna have to do a death reset. In low food situations my priority is always to get to the fort at whatever cost, even if it's sort of half heart, you do that. Play for strays, especially since this is RS3. You play for strays, get 1 or 2 blaze rods and early blind death reset, which puts you in a good position to blaze pad, do all of his stuff, and then you can get to the stronghold with just enough hearts most of the time. I don't know if we're gonna do... I mean, this is like really unfortunate that we're at 2.5, so we're just having to sprint all of the way here, but that's fine. Doing some inventory management, looking, opening, closing, really nice, really nice. Getting up here, you can be alternating soul sand and gravel. Minor nitpick, but why not? Playing safe, don't mind that, especially since we're low health. We're at a spawner, which is really unfortunate. You don't want to load a spawner before you're gonna death reset on blind, so that you have like a really easy way to blaze bed. But you can technically blaze bed on 2.5, but it's a bit scary. Right, so we're just not working on our spawner at all. Okay, cool. Your immediate priority when you get to spawner is to work at the spawner, which is why it's smart to play for strays, get 2 rods early blind, then load the spawner so you can immediately send a blaze bed. Reason being is that if you have a stock spawner, you clear the first wave and you're just doing random stuff. Your second wave of blaze is gonna have 2 spawn at best, 3 if you're lucky. It's instead of if you had cleared it out, you would have 4 or 5, and we're just clearly missing out on those blazes. And it doesn't seem like a lot when I'm saying it, but that's the difference between leaving an entire blaze cycle early and having to wait an entire blaze cycle. So even if you don't have the ability to blaze bed, start mining. All of this pre-craft is supposed to happen after you've worked on your spawner. This is later down the priority. Like, what are we doing? Why? You can also do a safe blaze bed, a side blaze bed if you really want to, on 2.5. But I'll just be mining it here, or honestly early blind still, and just try to salvage. And there's no reason to wait for 4, especially since you're at 2.5 hearts. You could have come early blinded, loaded your portal, come back, and then blaze bedded. So definitely a big throw in this run, in my opinion. You can also a niche thing, but you can also do death reset, which acts as the same as boat angle reset. So you don't need to do it in your portal if you know you're gonna death reset. So you death reset, then you measure. But we're not doing that clearly. Sending 2 eye throws. What are we doing? That's just extremely. I mean, not extremely, but we're just not paying attention. We're really lucky that neither broke. It's nice. This terrain is a bit unfortunate, but we made good work of it. It's fine, honestly. Offhand bed, perfect. Get your fire res out. Get your obsidian. Yeah, perfect. Nothing much to say. This is standard Dougal gameplay, which I'm assuming you're a Dougal disciple. Or I guess Dougal doesn't search craft in different languages, but it's pretty similar. Again, we're just not working on our spawner. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Congrats, you have 2 blazes. This is just incredible. If you had cleared out the spawner, even in slightly more capacity, you could have opened yourself to have 3 blazes in that, 4 even. And now we realize that we have to clear out the spawner. I don't even know what we're doing. We have a bunch of anchors. I didn't actually check how many. Really good inventory management. I would have seen if it was bad. Also, why is hitboxes off? Your hitboxes should be on the entire run. There's like nether bricks lying on the floor that's like close to invisible. It should just be on the entire time. But yeah, if just one more blaze is at spawn and that's blaze cycle, you would be out by now. Now you have to wait. Just what are we doing? I didn't actually, again, I forgot to check how many. Oh, we don't have anchors, so 4 beds. I guess the blaze bed's out of the equation then. Unfortunate. It's gaps, so it makes sense. Good pearls. Let me go back and check what we did. So this was basically a blind pearl in my opinion. 109 blocks, full pearl. That's gonna get 70 blocks out. Yep, perfect. 39. And this pearl could have been a bit further, but it's okay. Personally, I would have pearl like here and block clutched, but it's fine. We just pearl down here again. We're gonna death reset and PR. It's completely fine. Oh. Yeah, standard procedure. Use boat. Didn't sprint crawl. I'm guessing it's because of basalt, but you can wiggle and maintain sprint crawl. You can't jump in that, but it's still faster than just normal sprint. Oh, sorry, it's normal crawl. Normal crawl speed, I should say. No 30 FOV. I guess this is just playing for Dougal. Okay. Let's go back here, shall we? So you have a NVIDIA graphics, 50 FOV, 8 RD. We're moving around so fast. What info are you getting? You should be doing one slow circle and then trying to pinpoint where the direction of the stronghold is. Luckily, I do see what's kind of similar spike to what I would get from a portal room, like right there. But we're moving around too fast. Now you're gonna have to double check on the same angle in the same place instead of just moving. Never punished. Run nice, I guess. That's like incredible punish save. I was thinking that you're gonna let the silverfish kill you because you gravel the front, but no. Oh, what are we doing? Are we... What are we... Are you like, Wait, what, when? When were you desynced? Oh, the boat crawl potentially? That's really interesting that this is the first time that we're figuring out that you're desynced. We didn't do anything wrong, but we should have just earlier known that we're desynced. Or I guess we didn't crouch any of the time, so we just didn't reset this thing. Very interesting. That's a new one. I don't think I've seen that. We did it diagonally, which usually is good enough. If you don't have desync, your stuff won't go flying off. Yeah, we're just desynced here, unfortunately. Again, you can crouch at any time if you suspect that you have desynced, which I don't know how we didn't. I guess we didn't have much to do, so maybe it's like whatever. Offhand blocks. I'm guessing it's just because our inventory is just like all over the place, but what are we doing? 936 and enter. I'm guessing this is just standard one cycle. I'm hoping we're not half bowing. We're not, okay. Standing behind the circle of pillars, it's good. Standing as far behind. After Z70, it doesn't make that much of a difference, but it's still good to stand as far back, so that's good. I'm just gonna speed this bit up because we're clearly just doing nothing. I like to be in F5, especially when the dragon is over there. It gives you better visibility, but that's just personal preference. I don't like what we're doing here of just being like really high up. If you're like really high up, the dragon can actually knock you off. We don't have a boat and we don't have an easy avenue to boat down, so if you're just waiting for birds, I'd suggest not pillaring up. And we aggroed a Enderman. Like, what are we doing, honestly? This is just completely unnecessary nonsense that we're having to do for no reason. And now that Enderman is just gonna be a pain in the ass. Right. Okay, it's just gone. Oh, did it die? I don't know. On the other side, assuming it's gonna be a clean 4-bed, really bad first bed damage. Oh, we're gonna have to axe. Again, like all I can say is just practice one cycle. But it's whatever. It's pretty well played. Not much to say, really. Food management was exceptional. Inventory management was exceptional. I think it's just picked up from Dougal, so that's fine. Just like minor things that I said over the entire run. I think the biggest throw in this run is your port split. Just decided to not work on your spawner. Just to brief you again on the things that you're supposed to do. You're supposed to, when you present a spawner, immediately get the first blazes, get your blaze bed in, clear all the miscellaneous blocks that might have been left behind. Oh no, actually clear the fire first, then the blocks, then build up. Uh, then you'll have probably 4-5 blazes, most likely. Good. Do your 2x2 crafts if you haven't already. Overlap them while getting this thing, fighting blazes. Then when you're done with that, then do your pre-crafts. Your portal is at the end of the priority list checklist. Under normal circumstances, again, I outlined pretty well when you're supposed to early blind. I think in your case, I would have definitely, well, I was assuming that we had one anchor, which means 3-bed, one anchor is still like doable for one cycle. We didn't have that, but if we did, I would have early blinded before loading spawner. That's reset it, so we had a clean slate in my base bed. Yeah, it's just completely missed. Over the entire run, pearls were fine. Your route was like, it's like bog standard gap route, not much to say, really. You didn't have your wall, so I couldn't actually analyze previews, so I can't really say anything about that. Preemptive, just like you did some random shit and we just like got lucky, which is fine. Luck is a good, luck is a factor of RSG, but like clearly I was the wrong spawner. And so we were moving around too quickly, just didn't notice. Didn't crouch to get rid of desync, although it's like whatever, we just didn't have that much time anyways. Instant portal room. Yeah, not much else to say. Don't do all of this random shenanigans. If you have any other questions, feel free to ping me in a thread.